The House of Fabergé was founded by Gustaf Fabergé in 1842 in Saint Petersburg and later taken over by his sons, Carl and Agustin. Carl's taste had been formed in contact with collection both with Russia and in Europe, where he visited the museums of Dresden, Frankfurt, Florence and Paris during the 1860s. From 1866, the Fabergé workshops had from time to time supplied the Imperial Court with precious objects. But during the reign of Alexander III, these items began to assume a place of great importance in deliveries to the court. By 1903, Fabergé was a business of international standing, with showrooms not only in St. Petersburg, also in Moscow, Odessa, and Kiev, and London. In 1885, the House of Fabergé obtained its imperial warrant as supplier to the court with delivery of its first Imperial Easter egg to Alexander III. The most symbolical charge of all the imperial eggs, this first creation took the form of a chicken egg in white enameled gold that opened to reveal a golden hen. The hen, in turn, concealed a second surprise, a miniature replica in diamonds of the imperial crown, which contained a final surprise, an egg pendant in rubies, which accounted for 2,700 rubles of the total price of 4,200 rubles. The egg symbolized the promise of new life for Christians, the eternal life promised when Christ rose from the dead. This rebirth is central to the Orthodox tradition of exchanging gifts, eggs, after the evening service of Easter. Saturday, which marks victory over death and the passage from darkness to light. In this tradition, every Easter Sunday from 1885 on, Alexander III gave Maria Feodorovna an egg, each a unique creation by Fabergé that opened to reveal a surprise, sometimes linked with contemporary events or with members of the imperial family. Egg pendant, now in the Cleveland Museum of Art, is very similar, used a crown surprise in the Imperial Rosebud egg, linked to Fabergé collection in Moscow that Nicholas II gave to Alexandra Feodorovna in 1895, priced at 3,250 rubles, and repeated the egg theme again in red enamel for Barbara Kell, Link of Time's Foundation collection in Moscow. 18th century eggs on the same model are to be found in the Danish Royal Collection and the Kunsthistorische Museum in Vienna. One illustration to the article The New Gallery of Treasures at the Imperial Hermitage, published in the magazine Star of Godi, Old Years in 1911, shows some other 18th century eggs from which Fabergé probably drew inspiration. An illustration to another article shows a clock by André Lepaute, preserved in Russia, that is very similar to the imperial blue serpent egg presented to Maria Feodorovna in 1887, at the cost of 2,100 rubles. Fabergé had undoubtedly been inspired by the pieces on display in the Gallery of Precious Objects in the Hermitage, to which he enjoyed privileged access over many years in his capacity as appraiser to the Imperial Cabinet, a post to which he was appointed in 1819. Moreover, the first of his creations to attract the attention of the imperial family in 1882 were reproductions of works from the Hermitage collection of Greek antiques. Fabergé created most of the imperial eggs using gold, precious and semi-precious stones, hard stones, rock crystal, and usually enamel or gloss, machine-worked metal, in a style that was on the whole fairly classic, and more rarely Art Nouveau. During the reign of Nicholas II, a Fabergé commission doubled as the new Tsar wished to give an egg every year to his mother and another to his wife. In 1800, for example, he gave Maria Feodorovna a magnificent egg in the Art Nouveau, the Imperial Pansy egg, priced at 5,600 rubles, in which delicate branches in twisted gold support a nephrite egg with oblique pansies in enameled diamonds. The surprise is composed of a large white enamel heart, bordered with diamonds as sitting on an easel. Imperial Red Cross egg with a triptych given to Alexandra Feodorovna in 1915, when the First World War was at its height. In commemoration of the Red Cross work undertaken by the Tsarina and Grand Duchess, this white egg features a simple red cross on each side. Set in the center of each cross is a portrait of one of the two oldest Grand Duchesses, Olga and Tatiana. The egg opens to reveal a triptych formed by a miniature depiction of the Resurrection and the heroine, flanked by portraits of Saints Olga and Tatiana, as well as being a vast experience of elegance and refinement. And imperial eggs were technical virtuosity. In order not to damage the yellow background enamel of the imperial coronation egg, linked to Times Foundation collection Moscow, given by the Tsar to Alexandra Fedorovna in 1897, the price of 5,500 rubles, during the application of the trellis work design with the double-headed eagle motifs, the enamel had to be pierced while the egg was entirely submerged in water, so as not to raise the temperature of the enamel and risk cracking the surface. The same process may well have been repeated for the imperial rose trellis egg that Nicholas IV gave to his wife, in which the gouache enamel egg is covered with a diamond trellis in the form of lozenges, with enamel roses and leaves of gold.